Hi, I'm Lauren Leslie. Welcome to Shell Point today for Tuesday, November 18th. Today we'll get a preview of a holiday concert that will transport you to the Emerald Isle. We'll learn about a program over at the church that will unpack the fundamentals of the Christian faith, and we'll learn about a Find Mark Banks seminar on planning for the unexpected. We've got a ton to cover today, so stay right here. But before we get to any of that, it is time for another edition of the View of the Week. This week's view comes to us from Katie Pfizer of Lakewood. She was able to take this snapshot of some beautiful sunset reflections. Wow, look at that. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Kate. We want to see more of what you all see when you look out one of your windows, your lanai, even your front door. So take a photo and email it to us here at SPTV. You can send it in to Dave Nixon at shellpoint.org. Well, now it's time to move into today's feature stories. Let's start things off by getting into the Christmas spirit. Our Fine and Performing Arts team is getting ready to host a Celtic Christmas concert. The show is full of festive music and dazzling dance. You can enjoy Christmas in Killarney. Let's find out more in our first segment.
We're caraway seeds in abundance, sure to work up a fine summer day. If you would kill a man twice after eating a slice of his Fogarty's Christmas Day. Yes, it would.
Hi, Shell Point. I'm Kelly McBain, manager of the Tribby. I'm here outside the Tribby today to let you know about a very exciting show we have booked in December. It's the most wonderful time of the year, Irish style. Join us for Christmas in Killarney live at the Tribby for 2 magical nights, December 18th and 19th. Celebrate the season with world-class Irish dancers, classic Christmas songs, and all the warmth and joy of the holidays straight from the heart of Ireland. Tickets are still available, but they're going fast. Don't miss this unforgettable holiday celebration for the whole family. Christmas in Killarney, December 18th and 19th at the Tribby. 2 nights, endless joy, pure Christmas magic.
Merry Christmas!
The Alpha program is the perfect way to explore some of the big questions of life. The course is designed to encourage discussion and curiosity about some of the most profound questions about being human. It's also a safe space to meet new people and unpack the fundamentals of the Christian faith. Let's learn more about Alpha right now.
We've always been explorers, adventurers, dreamers and innovators. We're born curious. Stay curious. Try Alpha.
Hi, Shell Point. My name is Keith Hughes. I am the coordinator for the Alpha program. My wife, Deb, is here with me today, and we're here to invite you to join us at Alpha beginning Tuesday, January 13th, 2026. Did you know Alpha is sponsored by the Village Church in conjunction with the Academy of Lifelong Learning? It's a complement to the spiritual component of LifeQuest.
So, you might be wondering, who does Alpha? If you're curious, Alpha is for you. Let's take a look at this brief video.
We're born curious. We were created to be. We ask, we question, we learn and grow. We've always been explorers, adventurers, dreamers and innovators, asking what, how and why. And there's so much more to explore together. New stories, new adventures, new loves, new joy. We're born curious. Stay curious. Try Alpha.
Alpha appeals to the open-minded and the curious. Here at Shell Point, we still want to learn, and many of us still want to explore more about life's big unanswered questions. Everyone is welcome at Alpha, no matter your age, background, or beliefs.
Alpha is about people being welcomed and loved just as you are. We engage in conversations, discuss questions, and hash them out. It's about belonging and being real. It's friendly, safe, and open-ended. We get lots of questions like, what does an Alpha evening look like? What do you do?
Everyone is welcomed. Each week at 4:15 p.m., we gather at the Grand Cypress second floor lobby. You may see old friends and you'll meet new ones. One of the lovely things that happens at Alpha is that you develop new friendships.
We open the doors to the Grand Cypress room promptly at 4:30. A delicious complimentary meal prepared by the Palm Grill awaits you. Dinner is followed by a brief, thought-provoking Alpha film. Small group discussions begin after the video. You participate only as you feel comfortable, and we promise to end the evening promptly at 6:45.
As a reminder, Alpha is open to all Shell Point residents. Alpha begins Tuesday, January 13th, and meets Tuesdays through March 17th, 2026. All 10 sessions are held at the Woodlands Grand Cypress second floor. We start with dinner promptly at 4:30 p.m. and discussion groups end promptly at 6:45 p.m. Registration opens Monday, November 17th, and space is limited. Sign up online at Wellcesta or contact the Village Church at 239-454-2147. Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you on January 13th at Alpha 2026. Remember, we have a place at the table for you.
We're born curious. Stay curious. Try Alpha.
And now we have a word from FineMark Bank on a seminar they're hosting on planning for the unexpected. Let's hear more right now.
Hello, I'm Anna Smith, Managing Executive of FineMark Bank on the island. In today's FineMark Minute, I want to discuss planning for life's unexpected events. At FineMark, we understand that life can change in an instant. Illness, accidents, and even natural disasters can arise without warning, often bringing financial and emotional challenges. While none of us can predict the future, we can prepare for it. Taking steps today to organize your finances and safeguard critical documents provides peace of mind, reduces stress for your loved ones, and protects your long-term financial well-being. Why planning matters. Planning ahead allows you to maintain control of how your affairs are managed. It relieves stress for family members who may otherwise face difficult decisions. Protect your finances by avoiding unnecessary setbacks. It creates time and space to compare options and make thoughtful choices. Steps that you can take. First, establish a clear plan, review income and expenses, and ensure trusted family members know where to find essential documents. Set up direct deposit for benefit checks and consider automatic payment for recurring bills. Secondly, put legal safeguards in place. A durable power of attorney and health care directives help ensure your wishes are honored if you cannot make decisions for yourself. Review your insurance coverage. Regularly confirm your health, life, property, and long-term care policies meet your needs as circumstances change. Fourth, protect important documents. Store birth certificates, passports, insurance policies, and account information in secure, waterproof containers. Keep originals of critical contacts in a safe deposit box while keeping items like medical directives accessible at home in a fireproof safe. 5. Prepare for emergencies. Create an evacuation bag with cash, identification, credit cards, and contact information for financial providers. Make electronic copies of key documents and ensure trusted family members know where to find them. Taking the next step. Ask yourself, if something unexpected happened tomorrow, would my family know what to do? If not, now is the right time to begin. Even small steps such as gathering documents or reviewing insurance coverage can make a meaningful difference. At FindMark, we are here to help you plan with confidence. Together, we can take proactive measures that protect both your financial security and your peace of mind. If you have any questions regarding this or anything else, please give us a call at 239-461-5999 or stop by our office on the island. We are always happy to help.
Hello, Shell Point. I'm Jana Stone, Director of the Shell Point Players. With me today are Bruce Bunch and Tanya Hochschild, playwrights of our upcoming show, Turkey Tales, a Thanksgiving kaleidoscope. It'll be performed Friday, November 21 at 2 p.m. in the Connie Brown Hall. Bruce and Tanya have written, along with our third playwright, Phil Hilton, 6 skits that provide a humorous, multifaceted look at Thanksgiving. In addition, Jeff Jarvis has created delightful musical interludes to introduce each skit. Steve Canton has designed outstanding visuals, and Dee Dee Darcy some beautiful costumes. Tanya, you and Bruce co-wrote the first skit called The Focus Group. Would you give us a synopsis of that skit? And Bruce, feel free to join in if you have some other comments to make.
This skit takes place in an ad agency in New York City, where a group of random Americans have come to chat about what Thanksgiving means to them. And we hope that the audience finds their opinions amusing and entertaining.
Bruce, do you have any other comments?
No, it's the sponsor of the focus group. The audience will be interested in that, why they were brought together. But
right.
They can.
Well, tell us the name of the sponsor.
The Gobbler Growers Association.
The Gobbler Growers Association. So let's go on to the next one, and that entails one of the skits that you wrote, Bruce. Can you tell us about At the Big Table?
Sure. At the Big Table revolves around a family who's planning their first Thanksgiving since a beloved grandmother died. And the question is, which of their children can take her place at the big table? As they reach a decision, there'll be some smiles, but also a lot of food for thought for families.
And that is a really realistic event that happens in many families, isn't it?
Yes.
Who gets to sit at the big table?
Yes.
Let's move on then to the next one, which is In the Refrigerator.
Yes, Tanya, this deals with a topic that I think I may be the only person who's ever thought about. And
I'm not sure.
I had to set it on paper. That's, what do your vegetables think about on Thanksgiving morning? And I have to give a little spoiler alert to the audience. There's a real rivalry between cranberries and green beans for the featured spot on the Thanksgiving table. And you talked about Dee Dee Darcy. She's come up with some tremendous costumes as our players sink their role into these unusual characters.
That's wonderful. And then the third skit that will follow that, Thanksgiving Memories.
I have to issue alert to all the guys in the audience because this play will really resonate with them. Paul, like many Shell Point residents, has a bit of trouble remembering the names of people he's just met.
We all do.
His wife, Ruth, is determined not to have another embarrassing Thanksgiving meal where he calls all the women doll or darling. So she hires an eminent psychologist, Dr. Schenkler, to treat Paul with surprising results.
With surprising results. Okay. Tanya, you're starring in the next skit written by Phil Hilton, Catastrophe at the Dog Show.
Right.
Would you tell us about this fun skit and what
Yes.
transpires?
Well, there's a gang of 3 cats. There's Shadow, who's a real gangster cat, an alley cat. And there's Mittens, who's the sweetest tabby cat. And then there's a haughty Siamese cat, who is the gang leader.
Which is you.
That's your role,
Which is
yes.
me. And these cats go to dog shows where they can try and nab some free dog food, biscuits in particular. We learned that the one that they're at now is an audition for the big Purina National Dog Show, which always takes place on Thanksgiving afternoon.
Right after the Macy's parade.
Exactly, exactly. And so come and meet these cats and their wild ways.
And that sort of leads us into our last skit, the very first Thanksgiving, which you wrote.
Based on the premise that a successful harvest is the foundational story for the Thanksgiving holiday, I did some research and came up with some facts that maybe people do not know. And one of them is the origin of Black Friday. And there are others. So please come to our show, and I hope that you learn a lot about the very first Thanksgiving.
And I challenge all audience members to count the number of anachronisms in this particular skit. It'll be fun to do. Shell Point, you're in for a delightful afternoon of witty and heartwarming skits capturing the many facets of Thanksgiving. So pick up your free tickets now at the Tribby box office for Turkey Tales, a Thanksgiving kaleidoscope, on Friday, November 21 at 2 p.m. They're going fast, and if you're not able to get a ticket, you're welcome to attend our open final dress rehearsal. That's a non-ticketed event at 11 a.m. But we hope to see you there at either time. Come when it suits you best, and we look forward to your enjoyment of Turkey Tales.
Thank you.
Good morning, Shell Point. This is Assistant Professional Caroline Lennox coming to you today to talk about 3 putts, eliminating 3 putts, and overall distance control on the greens. Of course, what we hate is being able to get on in 3 or 4 shots, or on in 1 on a par 3 and 3 putting coming off with a bogey or a double bogey. So let's work to try and eliminate that, try and get to a nice spot on the green where if we got a putt, that's about 20, 30, 40 feet that we know we're not going to make. We just want to get it close. So to start with, we talk about our putting stroke here. We want our backswing and forward swing to be about the same, a mirror. We got the pendulum stroke with our arms back and through. I have these tees here, one in the middle for the ball, one for the backswing, one for the forward swing, about the same width. That's a good way for us to kind of figure out how far we need to hit it. If this is too far, then we could take it back, a little bit less, a little bit further based on that. But overall, we want to get a good feel, a good knowledge of knowing how far to hit it. I have here some tees set around the green, about 5 feet around the circle to try and end up in that circle so that I know that I have a good chance of making that second putt to eliminate the 3rd putt. So here we go. We're going to have a few putts here to see if my stroke here back and through can get me into that 3-foot circle, knowing that I will have a good chance of making that second one. All right, a little bit left, but it was right about the same distance, great speed. So I have about a 2-3 footer left, just what we want to see to be able to eliminate those 3 putts.
Don't forget, you can always catch the birthdays, anniversaries, memorials, and other announcements on Channel 12, where you will also find hours of additional Shell Point programming every day. Today we have a fitness session at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 6 p.m., a medical breakthroughs program at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 8 p.m., a presentation titled America's Musical Voice at 11 a.m., a program titled Lessons from the Deep at 3 p.m., and an academy program titled Ben Franklin and the Gulf Stream airs at 7 p.m. All of this, of course, you can catch right here on Channel 12. Thank you everyone for watching. Come on back tomorrow for more news and fun here on Shell Point Today. Until then, we hope you stay well, stay happy, and enjoy your Tuesday.